Man, it's so weird to look up and everyone's staring at their screens. Welcome to Robotic Anatomy. Yeah, anyway, so this is a calf joint. La la. And here we have compact bone, and then we have spongy bone, which is also red. And do you know the reason why this would be a red bone marrow? Any idea?
The red blood cells were formed?
The red blood cells and then the formed elements too. So the platelets, the white blood cells, stuff like that. So the official name, scientific name, is erythropoiesis. Yep, so we have this secondary ossification and then primary ossification. And within the primary ossification, like I said, compact bone, and then we have this cavity here. Can you name that?
Cavity?
Medullary cavity. And that's filled with
White one. Oh,
Yellow bone marrow?
yellow bone marrow. And yellow bone marrow is basically energy storage. This is all fat. It's nice and squishy, lots of holes. Does not feel solid. You would not want to be walking on that. Alright, can anyone tell me if this is a young or an old cow?
Oh.
I was going to say young, just 50-50 though.
So just guessing. Okay, so the way you can tell if this is young or old is this epiphyseal disc or the epiphyseal line. Do you remember the difference between those?
Oh wait, in the
So
disc and the line?
Epiphyseal disc is different than epiphyseal line.
Yeah, the line is fused, isn't it?
Line is fused, but if you see some blood here, or if it looks vascular, then that would be the epiphyseal disc. So it's still young, it's still able to grow lengthwise. And then strangely, there's another epiphyseal disc right here, which is actually broadening, widthening the top of the bone here, which is not normally found in humans, I don't believe. So, just a cow thing. On the other side, we have this fibrous capsule, which has been partially torn away just so we can see the articulating cartilage. But this fibrous capsule will wrap around like an ace bandage around the knee, making sure that it's nice and stable, not going to wiggle too crazily. And there's an interosseous ligament right here, which is kind of that shiny white spot. And that's going to connect from bone to bone and make sure I can't pop it out this direction. And like our human knee, there are all sorts of crossing over or like diagonal interosseous ligaments. On top of here is articulating cartilage. The base cartilage is called hyaline, but since it's on the end of a bone that articulates with a joint, it would be called articular cartilage. Same thing, just a little bit different name. So if you're talking in a medical term, you could say the articulating cartilage was damaged, and you know it would be at the end of a bone. Alright, and I didn't get this last quarter, but this quarter you guys got an awesome calf joint. There's actually meniscus in here, which is kind of hard to point out and open at the same time, but it's this white mouth guard looking section. Let's see if we can crank that open. Yeah. There aren't going to be any bursa. I think most of those either like dehydrate or pop or fall out or something.
Those are for?
The bursa? Mm-hmm. Those fill up or create synovial fluid. So they're going to be, there's going to be a bursa on your knee. So when you sit down or kneel, that your bones aren't directly impacted with the ground. So there's a lot of cushioning. And when you get bursitis, which is the inflammation of a bursa, it's going to just expansively create synovial fluid, and that's why you get a lot of inflammation at those joints. Because their basic goal in life is to just create a lot of fluid to help protect the joint. Let's see what else. So this fibrous capsule, it interweaves with the periosteum, which is the outer membrane of the bone. And you can kind of see it right here, where if I stretch this out, it starts showing the lines of it coming onto the bone. and then you can't even really tell that it's here. It just kind of just sticks to the bone very well. And underneath this periosteum, there's going to be osteoblasts, which build build bone. So this compact bone is continuously being replaced and rebuilt on top of here. Well, not replaced, it's being rebuilt. On the inside of the medullary cavity, there's the endosteum. And within the endosteum, there are osteoclasts, and those break away the compact bone. So it's this constant recycling of compact bones. The osteoclasts are going this direction, eating away the bone. The osteoblasts are like, we need to keep this bone thick, so we're going to keep growing that way. And it's basically just to make sure that bone is regenerated and fixed, and that there's a continuous cycle to keep those bones healthy. Let's see, we've gone over the line. This is primary ossification, secondary ossification, yellow bone marrow, red, spongy bone, and interosseous ligaments, there's bursa, articulating cartilage, fibrous capsule. I think that's everything you need to know. Yeah. Cool.
Can you show me this once again?
Oh yeah, of course. Let's pop that sucker open. Yeah. It's the mouth guard looking item.
Thank you.
Alright.
And are you gonna put this out there? You can touch it, play with it, or no?
If you want to, right now would be the time to do it. Otherwise, I have to wrap it.